you go.
Let's do it.
Welcome home.
Cheers.
Welcome back to Hashem Blues.
After a dub.
Oh, it was an ugly win.
Doesn't matter.
You're
It's
right.
a win.
It was a win. We won by 28 points last week. Scored 1404.
Got very lucky.
Extremely lucky.
But then again, we still have the second highest points scored, and we are nowhere near the top.
We're no good.
So
Maybe we have take a look just for the punters at home that want to see what the story is. This was us last week. So we scored 1404.
First 1376.
Not really much to talk about.
No good.
No.
Gorn went under 100. The forward line was Max King disgusting. Actually, a blessing in disguise happened. Last minute, I changed Lockie Schultz to play instead of Elijah.
Yes.
And I made Elijah which means I was able to make Elijah the midfield emergency. And Liam Rhyme the emergency forward.
Yep.
And then Ryan Burns became the sub, so we ended up getting to take.
Yep.
And Tanner Bruin would have been either or.
Yep.
So
that was that. Let's take a look at this is the team. We've made some changes. I forgot about Kyle Lohman. Did we speak about Kyle Lohman?
Briefly.
I forgot.
I made an executive decision.
No, I get it. I get it.
Just pull up Kyle Lohman for a moment here.
Yeah.
He started off as the sub, I think consistently for the first.
Yep.
What was it? 3 rounds?
Yes.
And then he's gone 78, 64, 49,
54,
82. That is by no means definitely worth a shout.
No. Listen, I'm down. He's averaging 65 from his last 5. Brisbane just got injuries. We gave up on the Liam Ryan experiment. Time to move on.
Watch him scoring 80 this week.
I know. I'm playing against Collingwood too, and
I mean,
it's tough.
Our forward line's dog shit. Jack Lukosius is back to being forward. Is Finlayson named?
Yes, he is.
Named. He's not going to be the sub.
He's still a chance, but
he might be the sub.
I don't think so.
So there's actually a loophole opportunity for Finlayson tonight.
If he's the sub?
No. Full stop. Period. Because Porter playing, he's the only player we have of both games tonight who we could potentially do the sub for.
I am going to back him in to score more than 44, which is what Elijah scored.
Well, Elijah is our midfield. No, you're right. Elijah is forward sub. Is Elijah our forward sub?
Oh,
I think Elijah is our forward sub.
But who would we loophole Finlayson for? You mean like someone on the waiver?
Sorry, Elijah must be our midfield sub.
Right.
We would move Lockie Schultz as playing if we like Finlayson's score. If we don't like Finlayson's score, then we'd still have to kind of make a sub. We discussed a few players today on the waiver.
I think Finlayson will play well.
Okay.
He's been out for so long. He messed up. He made a mistake. He owes his club.
Either way, Ryan Burns is on the outs. He's been a good servant for us.
Is it because Liam Henry's in?
I think Jaden Hunt's the move, to be honest. What was the other name? There was a few.
It was Nick Watson.
Yeah, I'd prefer Jaden Hunt over Nick Watson.
Just do it now.
Do it right now?
Right now.
Jaden Hunt is actually having a really good year. He's in their best 22.
Averaging 60.
He plays in a defense where the ball is down there a lot.
It's job security that gets him in the line.
And he's a dual position.
All right.
So
I'm going to bid him.
No, don't do it that way. Go to
players.
Unless someone's picked him up in the
Jaden Hunt.
Either way, Burns is not playing this week.
But is Burns going to play next week?
Potentially, but right now, if you would have seen, I've moved Brad Hill to our midfield. He's playing as a midfielder.
Okay, so if Jaden Hunt comes in, he plays.
Well, Jaden Hunt's a midfielder and a defender. Not that we really need him in defense, but if Jaden Hunt is our worst midfielder, I think that's decent.
Okay, let's just take a look at Burns, averaging 63. I mean, listen, I'm not opposed.
Burns has been great. He's been great for us.
Do we need to drop him? He was the sub last week.
As in, Dow's coming back.
Dow's coming back too.
Liam Henry's back. They've just got Wood back. So he could be the next man up.
You're right.
But he's right now not in their best 22.
You're right. And Hunt's got job security.
Yeah. If Hunt's fit, he's playing. Now, if Hunt's body's been a bit iffy.
So what's his story?
Hunt hasn't gone over. He's had a 90. 50s, 50s, 40s. Someone's lost patience with Jaden Hunt, maybe understandably so. Was he injured last week?
Played 82%.
Did they play Essendon?
No,
they played.
Oh,
no, they did. They played Essendon.
He didn't play.
Okay, so he was injured. He's come back into the side.
All right.
He's on the extended squad. Either way, it's not like Burns is playing this week and Hunt isn't.
All right.
They're averaging about the same for the year.
Let's do it.
And there you go.
Jaden Hunt, welcome to the team.
So Jaden Hunt becomes
emergency.
Wait. So just double check what Elijah is. Elijah is our midfielder. Sub. Okay. So this is great actually because we don't have we do Curtin. That's all right. So now we can choose to have Hunt over Curtin as the defensive sub.
Yep.
And moving forward, I think our team will be better for it.
Yep. All right. So that's us. Now, I think we are seeing a bit of a pulse from Clary, who played last night.
Yep.
And Jai Newcomb, who has already looked better with Will Day in the team. Our forward line is atrocious.
Dog shit.
Atrocious.
Absolutely dog shit. It couldn't get any worse.
It's awful.
That's
do we want to play Bradley Hill over Kai Lohman in the forward line?
Oh, well, that's a question.
Play Jaden Hunt in the midfield.
Great question. Well, that's why I'm kind of inclined to loophole Finlayson as the sub. Sorry. Loophole Finlayson. If we don't like his score, then we'd just move Hill and Hunt into that position. If we do like his score, then we just keep the team as is and remove Lockie Schultz into.
No, but like the question is around Kai Lohman. Like I'm not worried about Finlayson.
Okay, fair.
You know.
To be honest, right now I've kind of got Kai Lohman ahead of Max King. After last week, watching, I don't know what his knees like. Who are Saints playing?
They're playing Hawthorn in Tassie. He has to play well. He's been well, as in like, he's got to come back to form at some point.
He can't get worse than he was last week.
He cannot get worse than what he was last week.
He was so bad.
And they were under the roof.
No excuse. They
played North.
Pummeled them as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I low-key really like Kai Lohman as a pick.
You want to give him a crack this week?
I definitely do. Also, we don't have any Brisbane players.
So who's he playing? They've got the Crows.
At where? Also, Brisbane have a lot of injuries. Who they're playing?
It's in Adelaide.
It's in Adelaide.
It's the graveyard shift.
Kai Lohman gets a lot of the ball. It's disgusting. Jamar was disgusting as well last week.
Mate.
Jack Lukosius is back to the forward.
So you reckon we would play Kai Lohman essentially over Jaden Hunt?
Oh.
Because we could put Hill in the forward line, Hunt in the midfield. Everyone's happy.
Well, no, it could be Kai Lohman and Hill instead of King. Maybe Max King.
Well, you've got to back Max King.
Based on what, though? Look at his last score. What were you basing it on?
I know.
It's actually disgusting.
Yeah.
Click on his name?
I don't know if you want to do that. It's
What's he averaging? 57. Disgusting. He's averaging less than both of them. I think he's averaging less than Lumen.
his 3-game average is
Massive.
35. I mean, he got injured, but like, oh,
66, 14, 26. So the 14, he played 66 with Nganta. I guess he got injured, but injury makes his game look. We watched that game. That was atrocious.
but he looks so good here early.
I guess you kind of have to back him.
You got to
eh?
back him in. You got to back him in.
Just Tassie, I feel like it won't be good weather, but you kind of just have to back him in. Well, these are the options that we have moving
I
forward.
think we would want Jaden Hunt playing this week.
I do too. Wow. Just not great anywhere. All right, we're going to make a decision. So backline's obviously locked in as is. We have a 60 and a 65. Not great, not terrible.
Yeah. Gordon gets the 109 as captain. Cripps just comes to the party.
How do you like? We did ask the question, but at the end of the day, we weren't going to fuck around.
I knew he played well.
He played well.
He's done well
Cripps.
for us. We can't really complain.
We're 565 after 5.
Yep.
With a captain. So it's a decent start.
So do you want to play Lohman or do you want to play Jaden Hunt?
At this stage, Jaden Hunt's on the extended.
Right.
Can we play both? Is there a way to play both?
We can play both. We can. It would mean Max King sits or Jeremy Finlayson sits.
No, you'd probably back Jeremy after. Well, that's why I'm saying Jeremy Finlayson, if you loophole him tonight, if you make him your sub, emergency, see what he scores, then you get to make a decision.
Because he could flop. And then
if he flops, then the decision's easily made.
Okay.
If he has a good score, then it kind of eliminates at least one of the decisions we're making in the forward line.
Okay.
So in theory...
So Finlayson becomes the sub emergency.
Yeah.
Now, if he scores a 30 and we don't like it, we can then put Hill where Schultz is.
Yep. And Jaden Hunt where Hill is.
Yeah. And then who's the forward? Okay. Okay, gotcha.
But if we like Finlayson's score, would essentially leave the team as is right now. Obviously, it is a bit of a risk. It could be an unnecessary risk.
I think he's going to score like a 65, 70 minimum tonight.
Well, then leave him on. We don't need to do
like
risk. Brisbane are playing Adelaide away.
Yeah.
Let's just look at Kyle Lohman again. Look at his scores again. Look at his stats. 13, 6. He tackles. Had a great game last time.
Yeah. So that was the Q clash
he gets
at
about
the Gabba.
10. He's been kicking goals lately too.
All right.
By no means is he having a poor. Like, even as the sub, he's doing all right.
He's solid. He wears number 1, doesn't he?
He wears, I think so.
Yeah, I know which one he is. All right. I just think Jaden Hunt should.
I think Jaden Hunt's a good get.
Should play. He should play.
Got
the Pies at Optus. I think he needs to play well if there's a chance.
Is Jaden Hunt scoring more than Kyle Lohman?
That's why I'm asking the question. I think Jaden Hunt is scoring more at home than what Kyle Lohman is scoring away as a young player.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking the question.
Really like the Kyle Lohman pick.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for him to sit on the sidelines.
I guess who's in form? Probably Lohman.
Lohman over Hunt. Hunt's also coming off injury.
Yeah.
Who's West Coast playing?
West Coast are playing Collingwood at Optus.
Okay.
With a bunch of injuries and whatever to go in that aren't playing. And Brisbane's away to Adelaide.
I'm not bothered by Brisbane away, to be honest.
All right. let's just roll with it. Jaden Hunt will be emergency.
Well, the important thing is we've just picked up Jaden Hunt, added him to the squad.
Yep.
I think that's a nice little addition.
And another DPP.
Yes. And now we are well covered for the DPPs. All positions. Do have to look at a ruck.
We'll get there.
The ruck's a problem. No, we kind of want to forward think because
I think we'll do the ruck chat offline.
Okay.
Just because of the names, and we don't want to be giving out too much information.
Because everyone's watching now.
Everyone's watching.
All right. We've got from the river to the G. Now we received a lot of shade.
Did we?
I believe this team is coached by 3 people. They thought our Max Gorn pick was very.
Are these the blokes that said, his age and
righto.
righto.
So let's see if they've even put a full lineup in.
Well, Jack Steele's a captain.
They have. All right. So they picked up Chase Jones. So they haven't even replaced Waterman. They've just picked up Ben King against Kangas. Not bad.
Oh, they've lost Dersma for the week.
So they're obviously, and unlucky to them, they're losing. Just go down to their their bench.
Yep.
Lost Brad Crouch.
True.
Lockie Hunter hasn't played all year. I don't know where he's at.
Lost
Taranto.
Lost Dersma this week.
Dersma.
Okay.
They're obviously taking Tommy Max 52 as a forward, and that's why they've kept Jake Waterman on the field. They are taking Jack Steele as captain, which I can't be too mad about Jack Steele. Let's hope Finn McGuinness plays on Jack Steele.
And let's hope Will Day doesn't find his form.
Correct. Well, Will Day probably will. We just want Jai to outscore Will.
Yep.
At the moment. Right now, we're off to a fly. Can't really have asked for a better start. They did get a 60 from Cottrell, which is pretty solid for Cottrell.
Yep.
Otherwise, in defense, Duncan's been a bit down. Luke McDonald's up and down. Josh Worrell is solid. Harris Andrews up and down. Flostone is solid. Steele solid. Cottrell. Aisha's been pretty solid this year. Days. Matt Roberts, I think, will have a good week. Marlon Pickett, he won't be scoring 43.
He scored 43 last week?
No, remember when we played that team?
Oh, no, but he's coming off 2 70s back-to-back.
Okay.
So
he's in a bit of form. We'll say Marlon Pickett will be scoring a 57 this week.
Oh, was he in another team?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That thing goes out. Okay. Chase Jones.
Brody Grundy tonight.
Grundy pick 5 was Grundy. So let's hope Grundy doesn't outscore.
All right. Luke Jackson.
They get lucky here because Jackson will be soul rucking.
True.
Which is good for them.
I think we're going to be in trouble by the end of Friday night.
By the end of Friday night?
Tonight.
Why? Who do they have tonight?
Just feel like Jackson will play really well. I think Grundy will play really well.
Agreed.
Agreed. I can see 200 combined from both of them.
Easy. I see probably 220.
Yep.
From the two of them.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
If I see like an 80 from Matt Roberts, just...
No, it's in the... We've started really well here.
Yeah.
We've got...
Yeah.
Basically 300s to start from 5.
Fair.
And no one's gone under 60. If 60 is our lowest score, that's all right.
All right.
So,
well, good to have you back.
Good to be back.
It hasn't been the same without you. And good luck to us.
Go Blues.
Go Blues.